All right, welcome back to Obsidian Garden Legacy. This is episode 17, believe it or not, which is awesome. Tonight, handling the recap will be everyone's favorite Petra.
Unable to cross the threshold himself, but used a malicious ability of that of an evil god within his plane to gather and throw these exploding whales upon us. We can only save so many. Petra had only met her for a short amount of time. She and Jax forming a bond with her. Taken, cruelly, too soon. A fury of both nature and serpent arose. A counterattack to show the Titan Lord the power of the united Obsidian. Before the front line of attacking fired upon them, but it would be the titanic might when Yoel Petra, with the aided power of Kaishin in her size, would show the power of the inner bestial Titan blood, taking the cannonball and throwing it with near equal might to that of the ship's cannon. A weakened front line from the onslaught charged the boat, but Declan's quick thinking provided Petra a way to breathe an electrical breath onto these whales. To quickly discover upon doing so, turns them into the zombified versions of themselves. A horde befalling Petra she was forced to defend, were it not for Valette, who managed to perfectly aim the cannon being lifted up by Goldrax, akin to her rifle, managing to strike the Titan Lord over the head and causing his concentration to break with the rift. United together, while the back of the boat dealt the giant serpent that attempted to strike with their attention away. But Tram had grown too experienced in the Trick Lord's design, catching sight where he and a squadron of guild hands made quick work of the Leviathan's form. The wave beaten, there would only be momentary respite, for two fronts needed aid, a passenger boat and the lighthouse. Forced to split apart and move through the ethereal, Petra, Kaishin, and Declan would head to the rescue ship, save the innocent people from the Sahuagin, while Tram, Valette, and Jetarax off the forces to the light. This war will define our legacy.
Gonna make it easy.
Indeed.
Well, are we ready?
Let us begin.
Theorize. You're first. What you see before you, a bridge infested with the Neolithic zombies. Charging, but alas, it's not their turn. What do you do?
Hold on. First I gotta find myself.
Top right.
Thank you. Cool. They weren't there the last time, were they? And he is going to. How far is that spell go? 60 feet. You're gonna see him start kind of pulling up a jet of water and just freeze it mid-air. Yeah, who's clumped up? He is going to move 10 feet forward. 5, 10, 15. Hopefully that guy's... Oh yeah, now he's in range. And you're just gonna see him launch a ice shard at him.
Nice. But that is the target and everyone within 5 feet of him, right?
Is it 5? I thought it was 10. I misread. Maybe I misread. Oh, so I could have hit any of them anyway. Yep, so it's just gonna be for that one guy then. Just that one just looked particularly scary, so that's the one he shot.
Yeah, sure.
5, 10, 15 back.
Alright. Now, we were teleported to these locations, if I recall, right?
Yeah. You kind of ghost walk to them through the ether gates, man.
Right. So as Declan comes through on the other side, seeing the Sahuagin, what are they doing?
So the Sahuagin right now, a few of them have just ran up the stairs. They're throwing spears and stuff down the stairs, and you can hear people screaming. This is one of the refugee ships. There shouldn't be any Sahuagin on here at all.
So he'll target the one that's closest to the stairs, and he will coalesce his hands and flames as he will fire off a firebolt. Cursed rolls.
He spins around and he smacks it with his trident. It's enough to destroy his trident. He throws it to the ground and bares his teeth.
All yours, Petra. He will just position himself to the back.
This one gets to the top of this mermaid, and he pulls out a horn and begins blowing it. Looks like a conch or some kind of like a shell. And that's how he spends his turn. The other two dash. And they get to the bottom of the stairs. Again, this one doesn't have his weapon, but the other one does. Over it, I'll put a symbol. There's like a down symbol in here. Let me see. I don't see a down symbol. We'll do the opposite with the wings. We know they're not flying, so they're under. The next one does the same thing. This one's going to dash. We'll consider that they're currently in the water and under the bridge. This one will also dash, but not to where you want. This one dashes towards Lizzo and begins surfacing. And Lizzo's like, oh, fuck! I think I can handle him. He can't, spoiler. This one over here, you see this one run to this, the things you're supposed to light. If you light these two beacons, they can hail down cannon fire with their ghost fire ship. The Neolithic zombie gets up here and he's starting to pry off these magical braziers. It's either that or it's the one that makes the stream 18 plus. So I'm just gonna wing it. And this one also dashes. Then I get.
Okay, so what she's gonna do, she's gonna get down on her plate and she'll just say, I don't know what that one is doing, but I do not like it. And she will bullseye and...
That hits.
And use it again. I guess I'll just hit. Oh,
The one
worth
time it
it!
happens.
That also hit. Hello. And team maximize one of the dice. Notice. The zombie is still alive, but it is severely injured.
Okay. That's the OT. That's all she's gonna do.
Don't you have a second shot?
I think we're... did we count the 9 from the first one since I rolled damage?
Did
No.
you count that, Trevor?
Oh, that was
No, it's 19 and 9.
No? Okay, perfect. Then I do have a second shot.
the Majay?
Yeah, kill that fucker.
You might. Let me see.
Traffic really gave me a lot of pent up rage, guys. So just know that.
What the damage? Oh, 7, okay. Yes, you see him. You think that they have some type of undead force to resist your bullet. You shoot him just right. And he gives out.
Okay. Well, he knows how these things go, and he knows that empowering Petra empowers the team, and so he will do just that with a coalesce around Petra, and it almost looks like these little golden sprites are almost like dancing around her in rhythm, casting heroism. And I will also give her a bardic inspiration as he kind of looks at the group coming at them. And he sings a little song as he clings onto the side of the ship, kind of dangling down, looking 20 inspired.
Okay.
And I'll chill there for now.
Pietra.
All right. Her eyes narrow, looking to the creature at the helm. He is summoning reinforcements. I shall interrupt him. And she'll move all the way over here. All right. She speaks in Abyssal. To me, blood of the basilisk. But she will use her bonus action to Titanic Transformation. And she will take on the Beast of Ouroboros. As her serpentine tail just seems to just keep going, almost wrapping around the ship. At least on this side. Her tail's going to swing out, but I'm going to attempt the grapple with the Wagon. And I will throw Shen. Actually, I'll keep it that way.
Right? 21 will be very tough to beat. And it does not beat it. You got him.
Okay. Petra's tail kind of wraps around the Sahuagin, lifting up into the air. And then she's going to throw the Sahuagin at the one at the helm. So I think improvised at disadvantage doubled is 120.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to throw the Sahuagin though.
I wouldn't be able to.
If you're like Colossus or something.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Because there's a lot of interaction that would be too broken. Like, are you now doing 70 points of fall damage every time you throw somebody? Up at that.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. Then I will then do an unarmed strike onto this one. Not at advantage, but 21.
Are you attacking the right side again?
Yep, this one, grapple it, this one.
Okay.
You don't have the enlarged damage, by the way, because you're not enlarged by this one. You have
Oh.
rage.
That'd be just
Unless-
13.
Oh, 13? Okay.
Okay, and that will be EOT.
Brian, before you go, Declan, you managed to maintain your footing as well as Petra, but Shen, you fall right into the water. And we will come back to you guys, but you can hear a roar from inside the ship and people are screaming, "Get into the back, quick, quick!" And you just hear. All right, Fran, you're up.
Can I see the injured zombie?
Yeah, this one over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see him. He's underneath
Alright.
the water, but you have the high ground right now, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. Nah, I'm gonna try to get the attention of the one that's. This other one's actually on the bridge, correct?
No, he's under the bridge.
Oh, he is. So,
Oh, sorry, I put the wing symbol on him.
no. Alright, then I'm gonna focus the injured one. I'm going to shoot out a sacred flame on that guy.
Okay. You launch your sacred flame. You don't think they're nimble, but it gets just lucky enough to avoid the flames.
Alright. As I'm shooting that out, some of that radiant energy that I used to summon on the zombie also forms around Tram's body, and on his back, radiant wings appear, and he is going to fly himself 30 feet in this direction. And just shout out, I'm going for the brazier. Brazier. I can't say the word either.
There you go.
Brazier.
Don't forget Lizzo.
That too.
Okay, the top of the order will handle all kind of environmental things, such as NPCs that aren't typically combatants. Lizzo, put his hands up. No. Stay away. Stay away. You hear this strange sound from the water appears, and a creature, a massive creature, or rather large, I suppose, leaps out. Jumping towards Lizzo. Ah, Lizzo has to make a dexterity saving throw. Allegedly. Watch out! Dagon jumps from the water just as fast as the leaper, grabs Lizzo, and slams into this side of the ship. You alright? And leaps at him. I could kiss you right now. I don't swing that way. Well, if you did, I wouldn't mind. But I'm not gay. Not that that's bad. Can we kiss? Maybe next time. Who's next?
Cheeseworks kind of confused by the possible budding romance going on. He's not quite sure yet either. He wishes him the best of luck though. Does he use another slot? Doesn't, I don't think he has that one anymore. Nope, he doesn't. No, he'll hold on to it for a little while longer. He is going to use Thorn Whip on the wounded creature right in front of him, so he's going to move an extra 5 feet forward. And he's lashing out with his hairs. You just see it start to erupt and grow longer, coming at this creature. There it is. Oof. He's still terrified of the water though, and it's just like, nope, nope, I hear salt's bad for my hair.
I don't know if this is the boss zombie, but you throw your whip in there, he moves the boat and he hits the boat instead.
Gosh. This is how you get split ends. And he is going to move 25 feet south.
Declan, literally every single Sahuagin is prone. They're trying to get up, but of course you get up first. What are you doing? Also, Shen's in the water and the tide looks like it might whip him away.
So, when this happened, the entire boat lifted up?
Not completely, but something rammed the boat enough that it shook the boat and rose it a little bit. Something large.
And let's see here. He is going to come over here.
we'll come right here. And he is going to make a leap over the banister here. Taking a dash action.
Good. Disadvantage attack of opportunity coming in. He just tries to shoot. Wow, another nat 1 for the Sahuagins. That's insane.
Alright. And let's see here. I can come right here. Does he see anything when he's looking downstairs?
Yeah, when you look downstairs, you see a big motherfucker. And I guess large is deceptive when I said that because Thea's category. But it is a huge creature bordering gargantuan as you see it whipping around and spewing this inked substance at the southern door. You can't see the door, but you see it spewing in that direction. People are screaming as its massive mouth opens up. Like some type of like fat worm looking thing. It has not noticed you yet, but you can hear the dancers screaming down there too. You don't know if it's your mom or not, but you're certain that there's dancers down there.
Got him. So he was right here. Or no. Right here he was.
Blade's grapple. Yeah, that one can't stand. This one is. This one stands up from prone, looks down, and sees Shen just kind of getting like whipped away by the water, and he jumps into the water. Alright, so he's doing 15 to get up. Okay, then he would have been on jump time. Only 10 feet. He jumps down onto you, Shen. Luckily, you managed to kind of stable yourself. You're not prone right now. He tried to bite you instead, but equally misses you. Okay, let's see here. That Sahuagin's done. The northern one's gonna stand up and have to dash to catch up to Declan, but cannot otherwise harm or interact with him. Gets up, he's got 15 feet. He gets right on top of you if it's 30 feet. The Deep Realm monster has entered initiative. This water leaper swims and jumps out, and Dagon's like, listen, man. I think I am gay. Just be yourself. Come here. And when he leans in for the kiss, the water leaper misses him. It looks up confused. It was like this perfect like ultra instinct dodge when he went in for that kiss, but it was unintentional. And there's like this strange bromance happening over here because there's a lizard dude picking up the dark dwarf. Hey, everyone deserves love, even lizard people. This water leaper is not alone, however, and you might not be as lucky. Try and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oops, I don't have blessing.
But you are blessed in other ways. As a 19, you easily avoid it. It jumps to bite you, and when it misses, it swings its tail onto the port and lands right onto the barrels, crushing them as water goes everywhere. And it just kind of roars at you. They look quite formidable, even if they haven't displayed many skills just yet. This one continues to pull up the brazier. I'm gonna make him do a strength check. It's impossible to pull it up in one go, but we'll see. He starts to dismantle it in a sense, but he's not able to fully pull it up. Like bolts and things start to pop. Whatever the hell they use to nail things down. Where's the other zombies? This one actually gets up to them and will attack. Can I swarm? One attack, okay. Wow, nat 1, guys. Good thing I'm streaming this, so you'd be calling bullshit at this point. And this is another nat 1. This one is going to climb up here. And when he gets up here, you see he swims most of the way and then he jumps and leaps out of the water. And the moment he gets on top of the bridge, you see him shunt his hand towards you, Bullet, at advantage. But I'm not sure if 13 hits you or might.
No, it doesn't.
It goes to touch you, but you kind of roll around, dodge, and do other stuff. This one rises up from the bridge, just pulling his hand over the side of it. And then he looks around and kind of observes the fight. He sees that Tram is contending with a water leaper. So he also pursues Valette. But he's so slow that from his distance, he's actually only able to get up to you by dashing. Speaking of Valette, you're up.
Okay, well now they're too close to shoot, and that's unpleasant. What kind of attack would it be if I just want to like hit one of them in the face with the butt of my gun?
That would be an example of an improvised attack. If you just butt them. And if it means to disengage instead, it should be a D4 damage otherwise.
You also have your dodge roll, which is handy.
Yeah.
One grip point and you get your distance back to shoot.
Yeah, hold on a second. Y'all. I had a plan and then these guys came for me and so now my plan's all messed up. What ability is it that allows me to roll? I don't have anything that allows me to roll.
Dodge roll allows you to move 15 feet, I think, or half your speed or something. I'll see if you put on your sheet. If you didn't, that means you've been giving yourself this whole time. Wow, you have all your stuff except for dodge roll. Looks like.
How in the fuck did I miss that? That's no, that's not even possible. Whatever. So it's a grip point at 15 feet.
As a
Yes.
bonus.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do then.
As a bonus action, yeah.
Okay. So I'm doing that. I'm gonna back. I guess let's say I'm 15 feet back here. I don't think I can actually get 15 feet.
Sure.
And then what can we shoot? No advantage. And I'm going for the injured one.
Okay. You do have another shot. That hits. I'm assuming you're going to injure one. Try to take him out first.
Yes.
He survives, but just barely again, dropping him down to 1 hit point.
Alright. Well, good enough. She rolled around a little bit, did, some cool acrobatics, got out of the way. Good enough.
Again, another strength saving throw and get whipped away by the water.
Ooh.
Or athletics if you're skilled in that.
That would be +1 to it. One more to the other, so that'd be a 2.
2? Alright, you get washed 15 feet away from the boat.
Okay. Would I be prone or would I still have full movement?
You would still have full movement, but not the area around you is difficult terrain. Exiting the water will cost you half your movement. So the same thing, but different times.
Okay. So I can be clinging onto the boat with 15 feet of movement.
Yeah, if you can move towards the boat, yeah. Right now he's not in your reach.
Okay. So 10 feet plus 15 feet, so 25 feet of movement gets me onto the boat, or at least the side of the boat.
Yep.
Okay. So that'll be 25 feet of movement. I will take the dash action. That'll give me 35 feet of movement. I do have a climb speed. And so about how much movement would you say to get back onto the main battle ship?
It's about a 20 foot high ship.
20 feet? Okay.
So about 20 feet. Yeah.
20. So 20 feet gets me onto the boat, leaving me with an additional 15 feet.
You decide who doesn't have a climb speed.
That's gonna be my action. Bonus action, Petra seems to be doing okay. I Don't have any more inspiration. Alright, we Gucci.
Yeah,
Kaishin, does that temp refresh at the start of your turn or my turn?
Start of your turn.
Okay, how much was that again?
4.
Okay, that's good to know. Alright,
It does disappear if my concentration fades.
good to know. At the top of the round, or start of my turn, let's see if the Saragan just dies by the crush damage. Well, it was worth a shot. Free up some economy. And then just give an actual squeeze here.
Yeah, he's dead.
As just his eyeballs just go flying out of his head from what you can see Kaishin before he's quickly discarded. The creature is beneath the boat, isn't it?
It's either inside or beneath the boat. I think it's a little bit of both.
Well, Petra's not gonna fit through those human doors. She's going under.
See you on the other side.
Alright, she will dive off the edge.
Okay. Also, when the enemies are dead like this, I don't care if you build it.
Yeah, because they're considered objects at that point. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, before I go, I'll throw this body at that one. And I'll just use a javelin for now, for an attack roll.
Sure.
Yeah, I will throw Chen's Bardic onto that, because this is fun. For 19.
Oh, I can't believe you rejected on me. Alright, give me the Madre.
Okay. Or maybe 2 rage, and then my strength score, which is 4 for 6.
Alright, you don't add rage to range weapons.
Oh,
Unless
right.
your feature is. Do you have a feature for that? Or?
No, so it'd just be 4 bludgeoning. Alright, and
Okay.
she dive off the edge, and with her cloak, she'll try and swim up in there.
Yeah, once you begin swimming, you just need to get here. I'm sure you have plenty of movement speed, probably like 40 or something.
I have 60 while I'm swimming, so I moved first, so I was there, so I used 15 so far, so I'd be down
45,
to
yeah.
45.
So yeah, you get over here, another 15 feet, and I will put you next to the beast, the big beastie.
Okay,
You're below the ship, but just so you can see it.
alright. Now he sneaks up on this monster and goes to attack. I don't think... I have not used my bonus action, so we're gonna try and grab this thing's attention. I'm gonna awaken my armor, expending my last hit die. And we will attempt to crawling claw it. Crawling claw, jeez, my voice is giving out. Shit. But I get some temp HP and we're a little bit more AC and we're good to go.
And this is what you see fully as you kind of swim underneath. And it looks at you and it you.
Petra, yes.
You don't deserve your title.
Mayhap. But how about you prove yours to her now?
You'll find those who have not forsaken father are very bold.
Then we shall see.
Grant.
Oh, Tram looks at this leaper in front of him.
It looks
Looks at
bad.
it. Looks at the zombie. Looks at it. Looks at the zombie. I don't have time for you. He's gonna run 30 feet towards the zombie.
As you kind of run away from the leaper, it uses its stinger to try to slip you up. But it misses you with a 16 on opportunity.
All right. I'm now 55 away from that guy. I'm going to toss another Sacred Flame at him.
Now let's see if they make this again. That'd be crazy. They make it again.
All right.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. They have a -2 on their dex. But hold on, casting a spell. I said I have my notes written down as fire, but Sacred Flame's gonna count. So when you shoot your Sacred Flame towards the Neolith and it's within 5 feet of this brazier, you see that this brazier lights up.
Oh, nice.
Excellent. And once it lights up, you can kind of hear a horn from the battlefield much, much further north, probably a few miles north. And some of the quick notes you would have gotten from the guard is that if you like the second one, they'll be able to instantly bombard this place without hitting allies.
Does that flame deter the zombie at all from it?
You think that they've been given a task, they'll complete it. They're just kind of dumb like that.
Alright, my focus doesn't change.
If I can start a fire with anything, you can instantly light or snuff out a candle with Druid Craft. That include razors.
If you read further, it says you can light a fire. I've done that before.
Or a small candle. Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So once you're
It's over 60 feet away. Alright. So he is going to kind of look back. Oh, Butterfly, you got a lot going on right now. And he is going to shoot another ice knife at this Neolithic zombie right here.
okay.
So hopefully he'll catch the other one.
Before you cast a spell, earlier you noticed a piercing hurts them, but they're immune to cold.
That's right.
So you could do it. You still might kill the second one with the piercing. I mean the first one with the piercing. But just if you're doing that for the AoE effect, the AoE effect is not hurting you.
Oh, nope, I do appreciate that. Then it's only one area.
Big run.
That's not gonna. Spike growth isn't gonna help. Tangle isn't. Lightning's not needed. She
I mean,
can.
Butterfly is on this. Tree Man, go help Lizzo. He seems like he's screaming for safety.
All right.
Thank you
That-
for your assistance, though.
Then he's going to turn around and shoot at the closest water leaper. Then.
Okay. The water leapers look like beefy, powerful creatures.
Freak it.
So we'll handle that quick. Dag and Lizzo look at each other. We were never built for the guild. But we're still guild hands. Together. And they both put their fists up and punch the Petra that this door back here is starting to melt. And inside are terrified people. One of them you notice shielding the commoners, even though she's no more of a warrior than them. You hear her yell, "Get behind me! Just do it!" And they're like arguing with her, and they're getting behind her. And the realm monster looks at you, Petra, and goes, "Perhaps they'll learn first."
Petra, as she's struggling to try and get her body in the way, looks over behind them all and roars at the top of her lungs, "Away from the door! Follow her commands! You will all be safe.
See him nod and looking. Jimmy looks and finally sees you in there, and that's when Declan goes.
Okay. I do not like this guy next to me.
He's looking at you too, sounding fishy about the situation.
No shit.
He thinks you got a pretty mouth.
Oh god, stop.
I know what you used it safe for. We better stop, guys.
Let's see. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We will take a step back.
Alright, obviously I'll try to take an attack of opportunity. See him try to plunge you with his spear. Yeah! La, la, la. Finally. Alright. It's a 10, not a nat 1. Thank God. Continue.
So he just backs up, dodging his spear jab, and he does a quick turnaround with another firebolt.
You just kind of move back, turn. You shooting it downstairs or at the Sahuagin? Sorry.
The Sahuagin.
Sahuagin leaps toward you. Ah! But you smash 9 damage into his face. He survives, but he's burnt pretty bad. You shear off his fins.
And he will then leap up and go 20 feet up the mast with his climb speed.
Alright, it'll be difficult terrain, obviously, even with the climb speed.
Even with the climb speed?
Yeah, because you're climbing up a blanket.
Well, no, the mast is, you know, the wooden mast that
Oh, the
holds it
middle
up.
part. I thought I just looked at your artwork and I thought you jumped onto the fucking sails.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to access that from main deck.
I mean, cats are prone to jumping on curtains.
Yeah, I thought he jumped on the curtain.
No. He's climbing with the wooden mast.
Someone's had to get
Alright.
the squirt bottle out. Jesus.
No, that's
Yeah,
fine.
shut
I misunderstood for a second. I don't know. I pictured you doing like a 20-foot leap.
He ain't that athletic. That will be it for him.
The deep realm monster tells you, "You sisters remain, and you've chosen the other side."
And yet, sisters on your side has died as well.
Honorably.
Lacking freedom. Serving Diagabao, you give it freely.
Ganavada will teach you a lesson.
She tries to sink her teeth into your shoulders, and you know she's got the big teeth. She don't got a lot of teeth, but she got the big teeth. And you get 2 digits right into your shoulder if a 19 hits.
It does.
For 24, piercing brought down to 12.
Okay, and then that is going into temp for another 9, so I'll take 3 into my main pool.
Excellent. And then it kind of takes one from your playbook and begins to coil around your body. It will attempt to constrict you. A 25 hits. With the hit, you are grappled. Until the grapple ends, you are restrained. And the creature cannot grapple somebody else. You are taking from the grapple 7 bludgeoning, brought down to 3. Wraps you up in its body. It begins to slither towards the southern door. This Sahuagin are up, and this guy looks at you. Half his face is kind of burnt off. And you see him chuck his spear as far as he can to you. Takes one step forward. See, I know they got a throwing up down there. Ooh, where is it? Here we go. Ooh. This is the natural 20 against you, unfortunately.
Ow.
Luckily, their thrown damage is abysmal. So you are taking 12 piercing.
More than a third of my life.
Oh, that's literally max damage because their abysmal dice are all maxed. But they have a D6 and like a +1 or some shit. So you toss it up, stabs you right into your shoulder. Okay.
He just winces in pain and goes to, grab at the spear, but for the time being, not wanting an open wound, he'll leave the protruding object in his shoulder for the time being.
Excellent. And this Sahuagin then runs down the stairs. Yeah. Yeah. He raises his weapon up like he's one of those Sandman people and starts making weird noises. This one down here, he doesn't actually go home. He's just gonna swim under the ship and spend his action dashing to board inside. The ship is quickly filling up with water. Luckily, rounds are 6 seconds, but this ship probably has only like 5 or 6 rounds before it would just sink. The water leapers are up, and I need a deck save when you sees that action. This one leaps over the bridge. If he hits you, he will drag you into the water with him.
No.
Okay.
Don't pull my hair, you'll get me all excited.
Oh, he has to grapple you. Luckily, he cannot swallow you this turn. So he grabs you into the water and pulls you down as you're unable to avoid him. But luckily, his teeth do not sink in enough to hurt you, just grab you. So you take no damage. Mechanically, he missed you with the attack, but he didn't get you with his leap. As he pulls you into the water, he doesn't. This creature's not smart and knows that you're going for this, so he doesn't move or bring you further away, even though you think it does have more movement. But it will use its next attack, which is going to be its stinger. The stinger misses you. This water leaper over here is also going to do its leaping grapple. Dex save. Cram as it jumps to bite you. You're able to avoid it once more as it swings back onto the board and bites you. Missing, and then finally a stinger for 21 will finally connect. 7 piercing and a con save versus the poison.
Just checking. Nothing against poison. Okay.
Okay, you take 3 more poison damage. And you are poisoned for 1 minute. You repeat the save at the end of each of your turns. Okay, and that's all the leap. This zombie has not been getting really close to it, but he's 1 or 2 lucky rolls away from dismantling this flame. A 15. He gets 1 more of those, and this thing is popped as he begins to finally break it. The flame begins to wane, but stands. The maintains its heat for now. The other zombies are going to assault Valette at advantage.
Why at advantage?
Are you still prone or you stood up?
Yeah, no, I'm still prone, but they don't get advantage against me.
Oh, they don't get advantage against you. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
So as they're trying to attack, she is trying to roll around on the ground and avoid them, hopefully.
Wait, so this makes sense. So you don't have disadvantage when you're prone. Do you have something else that gives them disadvantage?
Oh, that I don't, cause your text. Never mind. No. Just you do you.
All right. let's see here. They are going to. You see their bodies look ghostly, and then they kind of solidify. On your turn, you had enough movement to stand up, knowing your feature, which your character would, on you being not prone right now.
Yeah, she would have just rolled backwards then and stood up.
Okay. So the first attack would miss you with a 12, but the second attack is a 22. Going to hit you for 5 bludgeoning. And
What's gonna use human suit?
she's 3 now, so it's 6 reduction.
Yeah.
Normally this does an additional effect or requires a con save, but how I rule things is if you reduce the damage to 0, usually the secondary effects won't be on there. Not always, but usually. That is true this case. So nothing else happens after they hit you.
Alright.
But you do think that they could possibly like cause you to be.
The stream might get messed up too, but there's nothing we can do right now. As long as we can play.
I was just saying, if memory serves live out, they deserve.
And then he's a promo? Did I not miss that?
He is Makoma, that is correct. So, since he's a Makoma, 1, he does not get diseased, and 2, he's able to reduce the damage by a d6 plus proficiency, which is 2. So actually, he didn't take 7 damage. Some cotton falls on the floor, and this one's just like, Daggett, it's not what it looks like. This is my real body. No, it isn't. You lied to me. This relationship's over. And the zombie feels really weird, but he continues to fight them. We'll let you out.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna try and go 15 more feet. I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. Actually, can I roll through then?
Yeah, it's 15 feet. As long as you're not full cover or something stopping you, like a wall, you can always run through.
Perfect. So I'm gonna just roll back this way on the other side of them.
See, this one instantly turned around.
She just shudders at it, like, they're so disgusting looking. It's not okay. Okay, so then she's gonna take, she's gonna put Bonnie, she's just gonna set, like, she's gonna stow Bonnie and she's gonna take out Bella. See if Bella can get this shit done. And she's gonna target the almost dead one first.
And did you have advantage?
I did not.
12 hits him though, so it's fine. You don't. Most zombies don't have speculation. But I do need to roll a undead fortitude. He's still alive even after your shot. Yeah.
Well, then she's just gonna try and kill him again. Just die already!
No, no. He refuses to die, rolling a nat 20 on his fortitude.
She just, like, groans in frustration. And that'll be empty.
Shen.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 30. I'll use my action to dash, and my bonus action, I'm going to give a healing word to Declan. He sees him on the mast. We're here to protect. I came here to protect your mother. What are you doing climbing up? Get down there!
I know. Just not best in close quarters. But trust me, I know what's at stake.
And you see him running.
Flesh mends.
How much room to get through the stairs? 10 feet?
Yeah.
Alright, so that'll put me, bottom of the stairs with 20 feet used.
You see what you see down here?
Distances. EOT. Enter against 4 temp HP.
Yeah, real difficult position I find myself in. We're going to go reckless. That way I get flat rolls on my attacks. And I'm going to continue with the Deep Realm mod.
Roger.
No, I was still rolling. I got a 15.
Okay, we have grappled each other.
Low.
Is a spaghetti mess for sure, but Petra and this thing are just like writhing and crashing against the sides of the walls, and with her last attack she'll attempt to bash it as she's stuck with this thing for sure now, but that'll miss, and that'll be EOT.
Grand.
Oh, Tram's definitely getting tired of the zombie, and now he's got this leaper in his face. He's going to pull out this Nightfall Saber. He's going to point it straight up in the air for a moment, and then bring it down toward the zombie as he's going to summon his minute meteors, and he's going to send 2 at the zombie.
Okay.
Some nice nat ones there.
He fails both of them.
So those should be radiant damage.
Alright, you ping him for 11 damage. But he's on this unstable ladder that's kind of broken and stuff. He'll make an acrobatics. Okay. This game is busted. He makes acrobatics. He's dangling off the edge, very hurt.
Let's see. I don't want to take more opportunities from this leaper. I got 120-foot range on the meteor, so I can continue launching those.
Wait, how far?
120.
Bruh. Bruh.
I thought about that, but I don't know. It felt a little gamey to me to do that.
It says
You kinda-
fire in the
Right, but it's actually radiant damage for this ability.
Right.
It was you kind of gave it to me on the Sacred Flame, and I don't know.
You don't do it, you get a point of inspo. If you do it, you get a whole bunch of other shit. It's up to you.
I know. Well, I already used the 2 on the zombie this round, so I can only do 1 or 2, and I sent them both, by the way.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize that. Oh, you're gonna do up to 2 a turn. I got you. I knew it was more than 2 meteors, but I didn't realize how.
Yeah, I don't like this guy trying to tear down this one, so even if I got the other one up, he might tear the one down, so...
Well, how's this? I mean, you are smashing meteors down. We could see that you're like cementing it back in place as well, too.
That's fine. Your call. Regardless, sent 2 his way, and I think he's just gonna hold his ground here.
Okay. Cheese that axe.
So you just see him struggling and thrashing around with this leaper in the water. Alright, so he's grappled technically, right?
Yeah, you grappled it.
Alright, so... I got 30 feet with my druid craft, and I'm 35 feet away. Is there any kindling he could light on fire around this brazier to light it?
Let's see, 35 feet away. 5 feet. I'll tell you what. We've seen this before in the one shot. You won't escape. If you let him crush your bones as much as possible for you to extend your body, you'll be able to light it, but you're gonna take some damage.
Deal. Yeah, he's gonna like you're gonna see him like extend himself and make him like really vulnerable to be crushed as he's like reaching out to try and cast this.
All right, yeah, so I'm just going to roll. The Leaper's just going to have an auto hit against you. It won't be a crit, but he will be able to do some damage against you. But as you move your body kind of as much as possible, you take a nasty 14 bludgeoning. I see, like, your arm is almost detached from your shoulder.
Oh, that's fine. It'll regrow, and as he feels his arm almost getting torn free, you just see like a spark of fire leap right from his head all the way down to light that brazier on fire.
All right, it lights up. And fire is going to rain down onto the this battlefield at the end of the initiative order. As you hear them sound it, and they're starting to aim this way. Cannons beginning to be loaded. Declan.
He will leap off the mast, his ring of feather falling, allowing for a smooth landing. We'll land
Is it
over here.
reactionless, the ring, or is it still reaction?
Well, actually, let me do. No, you just descend. So
Okay, cool. That's pretty awesome.
just always active.
Does it also have the spell, or this is the full text?
I'm pretty sure that's the full text. I mean, that's the ring of feather falling. So.
Okay, I just wasn't. I'm not too familiar with it.
I'll double check, but I'm fairly certain. But is he able to see the large monster down below?
From how far back it is now? Because you're looking at a hallway that's only about 5 feet tall and at an angle.
Okay. So I guess we will. But he's able to see the Sahuagin.
Yeah, he would have some cover, but you'd be able to see about half his body a little more.
Okay. We'll move in like an extra 5 feet so he can get a clear shot.
Yep, you can see him once you move down a little bit.
Oop, my sheet is in a weird spot. That was weird. Anyway, we'll go ahead and try to finish him off.
Yep, that hits him. That absolutely finishes him off.
And he'll just shout to Petra, "Just hold on."
Hilarious.
And he will take a step back. Well, actually, oh no, this is fine. This is fine.
Your friends, your company, have come to see you die.
She will not fall this day.
I'll be the judge of that.
Holy shit, even a wish spell couldn't fix those things.
You insult me.
No, I'm just telling you the truth, honey. And the truth is, Dagonel gave you a fucked up set of teeth.
Oh. So it's about to do something real nasty with its body. All snake like. It was gonna blow its breath weapon at Petra and into the room. Shen, if you really want this heat, give me a persuasion check or performance.
So he sees now what he's intending to do. At first, it was a legitimate reaction. And then he looks over. His brows furrow. I'm going to use a point of inspiration for this.
Oh no.
And he just calls out, "What's wrong? You're afraid of a fucking monkey?"
You stop. A mantra started. It opened its mouth for its flaming oil spittle. It spits it across the room. This thick, inky, oily, milky substance spews towards you. I need a dex save.
Okay. I can use another inspiration.
Take mine. Take one of mine.
No, it's okay. I had two.
Okay.
I'm using my birthday inspiration for this one. Happy birthday, Falcon.
That. Oh, I'm not saying that's my birthday. Okay.
No. This is the one from your birthday. Oh, still no.
No, it doesn't. But luckily, I rolled literally abysmal on the breath weapon. It's still gonna hurt. 18 fire damage. There were 4 nat 1s in that, 3 nat 2s in that.
I could Okudu.
Primony.
You insulted him so much he couldn't even focus. He tried to use his teeth to blow the weapon, but it prevented 1/3 of it from releasing from his mouth. He wanted to prove their worth. Backfired. As it spews its weapon onto you, it tries to shoot towards you to attack you, but it gets caught up by Petra holding in place. And you will still suffer. And it sinks its teeth into you. It's not able to do another construct against you in this turn, but it can still bite.
Okay.
This bite is a natural 20 against you.
Oh jeez.
It does have advantage since you're restrained.
Hmm.
I know you're a barbarian. Natural 20 from this huge creature is going to hurt.
I know.
That'd be a 9 more damage. 35. For this. And then the second, then the crit portion. 54.
Well, if I wasn't raging, that would have knocked me out.
You take 27 damage. So he rolled max damage naturally, and then only one of his dice was a 1. So I maximized that, so they hurt really fucking bad. So yeah, he bites. He sinks his teeth into your neck and begins to crack the bones on your serpentine scales. And he says, "If you were a daughter, could you imagine your power?"
Wouldn't be hers. It would just be a tool for her father.
That was a shovel. These tools will bury you. The Shahuagin is dead. So is the one up top. This one leaps over to you, Shen, to finish you off. Blah. He does not have enough space for a running start, so I'm gonna make an athletics check. This could end poorly. All right, he does make it. All right, so he leaps over the 5-foot gap and lands next to you, spinning around to try to stab you. Does a 15 hit, Shen?
That is my armor class.
He stabbed you for 6 damage.
Okay.
You left me in water.
It shows that yourself.
There. The leapers are up. Is this the round end over? No, the round's not over yet. So she's right. This might be the last thing you see before the bombardment comes in.
Oh boy.
Double bite attacks hail out against you. The first one impressively still misses you, but the second one hits you with 24 for 14 piercing. He then begins to drag you under the two bridges all the way over here. He moves incredibly fast and would slender bodies. This one, Graham, did you try to make the save at the end of your turn or no?
Oh, I didn't try.
You might not be poisoned anymore. Let's see, the DC is 12. Yeah, you're not poisoned anymore. Cool. All right, it's gonna bite you. You know, that is a nat 20 against you.
Reaction.
Oh my god.
The Nightfall Saber pulses with a purple energy as it's attacking, and I'm going to use the ability to have it. Oh, sure.
Oh my god.
Well, never mind then.
That's crazy.
That's-
Well, that's great.
I mean, you can do like a die your way and still insert yours.
Yeah, sure. Let's use mine.
Wow, that's fucking wild. Alright. Not as bad as the serpent they're fighting. It is going to be 19 piercing. Apparently you must make a concentration check. Oh yeah, that's Shed, have you been doing that for heroism or?
Oh, I dropped it.
Oh, you dropped it.
Yeah.
Alright, you're still fine, Graham. The Water Leaper is done. These zombies have been seriously harassing Valette. This one runs at you with his best Discord bot impression and jumps on the other side of you. And let's see here. Withering touches you twice. So the Withering touch misses you both times. This one, is he finally going to pull this shit up? Let's find out. If he pulls this up, he will prevent the bombardment since they won't be able to accurately assess the enemy's locations with the magical flames. A 17. If he had advantage, it's a 5. He fails. Valette.
These guys are really pissing me off. She really is. I know it's going to be a low amount of damage, but I think they're just pissing her off so bad that she really is just going to use the butt of her gun to just slam into the lowest health zombie that's right in front of her.
Okay, that hits.
And you said it was a D4.
I think it's your strength, your strength mod. I think Cloudy Strip is a D4 from a feat.
Improvised
no,
weapons are rules written D4 plus strength.
Oh, D4 plus strength? Okay.
Well, my strength mod is 0, so it's going to be a 1, but I think that's what his hit points are.
Yes, he just has to see if he can survive or not.
He just has to fucking die!
He doesn't die, unfortunately.
So do I get...
So they have undead fortitude. Now I'll show you what that means. So every time you're about to potentially kill a creature with undead fortitude, they have a chance to stay at 0. So the DC would have been 6 in this case, and they got a 12 in their save.
Okay, well, since it's a weird attack, do I get another one? Because she's just gonna do it again if he doesn't go down. Just fucking die already, please!
They just like beating its face in, okay. So you just keep beating the face of this zombie, and he just keeps looking at you. He's still alive.
All right, well, it's just gonna be here, losing her mind, guys. That's what we're doing.
I will give you inspiration.
Thank you.
Shen.
With the stairs, is there any sliver of sky visible?
No, not at this angle.
Still no?
No, you'd have to be like over here. Cause it's a tight corridor going 10 feet up.
Yep. Yep. Trying to think. That scroll you gave me is an action to cast, right?
Whatever the normal economy would be.
Oh, bonus action. I will then potion of healing. For 2d4 plus 2. Okay. Extra 5. I'll risk attack of opportunity then.
All right, he's going to try to claw you down at advantage. An 18
It's
for minimum damage at 2 damage.
okay. He takes the hit, kind of. I've had it with people trying to take futures and lives. You try to take away someone else's future. I stole it back. Reap what you sow, you bucktooth piece of shit. And I cast Skywrite into the sky. Calling for aid. And as this happens, he begins to sing, calling out the melody that he learned, and hoping that he can hear an echo, a harmony from the waves.
Constantly, essentially holding her action for the signal and looking in the battlefield of where you all are. Scrambling among another vessel, one that has safely begun its retreat from here. He stands at the edge, much like the top of this ship, where you can see a mermaid mantle, and her lungs begin to pour out onto the battlefield. And it kind of reverberates just over the water, shedding small waves as she invokes the full power of her song of the south. And as the song pours onto the battlefield, everyone is going to get healed. 2d8 plus 4. Jen, do you have spell slots?
I have a 3rd level spell slot that I'll happily give you.
Okay, if you do that, you will be tripling the global heal. The first
It
level is an
yours.
extra d8. Okay, so it's gonna be a 5d8 to everybody. I mean 68, sorry, we're tripling the dice. Okay. 68 plus 4 to the entire. Why don't you do the honors? 68 plus 4. The entire battlefield that's decking up top. That is the very injured Petra. That is the people on the right side. All of you receive this song. And you don't hear her, but you can kind of feel her. I hope that's enough for you, Shen. Hope that's enough.
I hold my ground.
Okay. Yet again, now you use your spell slot, but I do want you to know something, Shen. You still have that golden bead in your throat. That once a rest thing that you're not too sure what it does yet. So you have one more little trump. Petra, go ahead.
All right. Looking at all of what I have at the moment. Reinvigorated, Petra rolls her shoulders, looking down at her armor. If this is our final battle together, Queen, let it be known as one of the most ferocious duels to have ever occurred. And she will lash out at the creature at Reckless. What? Oh, and she also takes some crush damage at the start of my turn.
Oh yeah.
Takes 8. And then counter squeezing with the tail. Which will miss.
Yeah.
Just holding ground, just trying to keep her from getting closer, but I can't move to pull her away. But we will stay our ground.
Brian.
Well, feeling that renewed sense of energy, Tram is going to go on a full-on onslaught. He is going to send 2 more meteors at the zombie on the things as his bonus action.
Okay. Sending them shooting out towards him. Dex saves, right?
Yep.
Boop, boop. All right. You are doing your second damage is full force. Your first one is half. And I need to make another check. You see him finally fall off the edge, tumble down. Give me a 2d6 fall damage, please. There's a 20-foot climb. 2 more damage. He's prone, but he does eventually fall into the water to his own advantage, but you nearly kill him.
Alright, it is away from the flame for now, which is good enough. Turning her back, seeing Valette still struggling. I'm going to Sacred Flame the injured one next to her.
Spin around, Sacred Flame. It makes its dexterity saving throw. I'm kidding.
I was gonna say, good lord.
And the thing about it is too, it gets a 1. So it turns, it's about a smacky Valette, and then you see Holy Fire envelop it. Well, how does Tram's fire look? It's like Sacred Flame.
It's the same as the wings. It's actually just a pure white flame, really, that doesn't even emanate from him. It doesn't head in any direction. It just appears and envelops his target.
Okay, so it just kind of gets like whited out right there in front of you. Undead Fortitude doesn't have shit on radiant damage. It cannot trigger. It automatically dies once you introduce it. 0 hit point. Good job. Ezrak, feeling renewed. Water Leaper has you, but as the Water Leaper is about to bite you, you see that it's missing something. Its head. Cannons begin to rain and bombard this entire place. It does unfortunately destroy most of the terrain, but it's able to perfectly pinpoint all of your enemies using the magical flame's assistance. And your condition on your side is met, as it bombards literally the rest of the enemies once both of those flames get lit.
Ooh, feel like he had more last time I looked at him.
Okay. On the right side, you're not able to get to the left side because they're nowhere near you yet. But if all of you want to kind of converge, move, you can do like a 5-10 minute RP thing real quick. Because you guys aren't in initiative, but I don't want to drop it for everybody. If you want Caesar, it is technically a turn, so if you want to start a dialogue or do anything with the others, you can briefly.
You're just gonna see kind of Cheshire Rock start to like swim up and pull himself and like flop on the deck like a fish. Oh, Lizzo, Dagon, you guys okay?
Yeah. We're alright. They hold each other's hands.
Oh, good. Congrats. Hope you guys sorted out. Did anyone else die or need help? And he's like looking around at like the floating corpses or like waiting to hear back from the rest of the team.
Cram and Valette.
All clear over here. Valette, you alright?
She's very frustrated. She's definitely not kicking at the zombie corpses. She's good. She's coming along.
Did everyone else feel that burst of energy?
It wasn't a
Yeah, it was.
thing.
It was kind of nice. I feel a lot better. My arm seems to be holding on a little bit more. It's still like twisted and messed up, but at least it looks like it's not going to fall off any second.
I think that was the mermaid song. The other group must have given a signal. Are we close enough? Do we see the skywriting?
Yeah. What did you write exactly in the sky? If you keep remote in.
What's the Skywrite? Up to 10 words. They think they have us. Let's prove them wrong.
Keep your action before you end your turn. Two things happen. This house to the right of you, the entire platform begins to get uprooted and tossed into the sky as a massive monster surfaces right here.
Oh crap.
But more importantly, Dagon looks into Lizzo's eyes and accepts him for who he is, and he tells him, Lizzo, looks like meat's back on the menu. And
Love.
with that said, the monstrous creature that rises up yells, perhaps you've heard of me before. G-E-I-N-O.
Yep, we know who you are, thanks.
Oh, cool.
You're gonna rob him of this moment, Tram?
Yeah, I
He's had
forgot.
plenty
How
of
do
these
you
moments.
How do you spell it again?
We know how to.
He spelled it all out, but I'll spare you. Take your time. You don't
It's
put
such a
rises up.
hard word to spell. I need the reminders frequently, so thank you for that.
You see him rides up on top of the creature and he just says, you're on board. There's a refugee ship that's been assaulted. They need us.
You just see Chesrox like jump onto whatever entrance he can get, the mouth or port.
The guy goes, they need all of us. He was like, do you guys need us or?
Do we? I think they can just kind of sort out their feelings here, right?
Maybe you should come with, but just stay inside. Stay safe.
All right. They go inside, and then Gino pull over the announcement. Lust and Love has taken to the ship at first war. All right, and yeah, this thing is going to. You guys will arrive at the other battlefield at the end of this first round. As the fastest way we can get you there. Declan, you're up.
So Declan begins to rush down. Getting, what would it be, like 10 feet to get next to Kaishin?
Well, the staircase is 10. Yeah, you would come out right next to him.
Okay. Yeah, so, okay, I can't pass the barrier. Got it. You don't have to move my token over there.
Oh, you're going back up, I guess.
Yeah, I'll be going back up. So he goes 10 feet down next to Kaishin, and you can see a very serious look on Declan's face. Kaishin is, you've never seen him this serious before. And he just looks towards this monstrosity. I've had about enough of you. You've hurt my friends, and you've threatened the safety of people that I hold important. But worst of all, threaten my mother. And you just see,
You like me.
and you just see his hair begin to kind of flit about as the air begins to hum with energy, and he takes out his tome, and the pages begin to flip with arcane energy as magic sigils begin to form behind him, similar to that, and you just see him begin to chant an incantation. Steel and storm converge and rise. Within this cloud my foe's demise. Blades of might swift and keen. Tempest of metal by my hand be seen. And blades begin to shoot out from these sigils. And a heightened cast of Cloud of Daggers will converge.
Excellent. And he takes it on his turn, right?
Yeah, at the start of his turn. But yeah, that is a lot of goddamn force.
That's almost
One
max.
off the max.
Wait, is it force or slashing?
Slashing damage. Magical slashing.
Okay.
And basically before he retreats back up the stairs, the only thing that'll be left of you is ribbons.
It sees the daggers coming down and tries to get out of the way, but it's being held tight by everyone's favorite serpent. No.
Yes.
And I will give you a point of inspirato because that was a cool speech.
Thank you.
Usually I hear that when people are about a bonkai. Alright, and so the moment it tries to move, the blades begin tearing all over its body. Wound starts splintering open out of nowhere and blood starts gushing around. This canvas goes black and white for dramatic effect as Bonkai appears on the screen. And it takes all the damage. In this case, I believe it's 23. Alright, let's see if it gets back its Bursuda weapon. Alright, it does not get back its breath weapon, which is its strongest asset right now, or tool, I suppose. It cannot pursue Shen and the others. So it looks at the Titan Barb. The assault begins. Oh, sweet. Okay. Alright, you do see that some of its wounds patch up, but not most of them. It seems to have a minor regenerative property. Sinks its teeth into you. Oh, God. Another nat 20 against you. If I had disadvantage, it would have still been a nat 20. That's on both sides.
Here we go again.
Alright, I won't be as nasty as the first one, I don't think. Use the lowest dice. 7 more 27. 41. That's about 10 less than the last one. Too bad. You take 20 damage. Then it will continue to constrict you, which will deal an additional 9 damage brought down to 4.
I am right back where we started before the assault.
Oh my God. As he holds you in tight, the Deep Realm monster, one of the daughters, Dagobah, looks at you, says to you, "This will be bone far sinking." The Sahuagin charges towards Shen. Thematically, he tries to get up the stairs towards Declan, hoping maybe it can dismantle whatever magic is happening. But Shen, I imagine you kind of like step in front of him.
Oh yeah.
Yo, what sorcery brought you into good health?
What do you mean? You never really even touched me.
Yeah. He stabs a trident into the wooden board behind you. So upset, he gets stuck into the board. He tries to pull it out, he can't. So he just smacks his arm against it, breaking it as he attempts to swipe you with his claws. Which the surprising attack through his weapon manages to get you. Still slowed down by his weapon, you only take 4 slash. As he curses towards you, and you guys kind of have this epic staircase fight as you continue to leap around and dodge as he continues to try to pummel you.
He is very scared a little bit, he won't lie. However, he's putting on a face and acting like he's like dodging him while just like not really caring.
Okay. Now it is going to be around before you guys arrive, but if you want to engage in any dialogue, you can, or you can fast track it.
Sit down and start cleaning their guns. Salt water is wreaking havoc on them.
Excellent. And along the way, Unipool is handing out little cards for everyone to know how to spell his name. Chen, you're on.
He doesn't know what's gonna happen, but he stands in front of the Sahuagin. Goes Home. He doesn't know what's gonna happen, but he feels this orb in his chest, and he knows that a battle like this has so many lives on the line that you can't fear the unknown, only embrace it. And he focuses on that bead of light, and these were his instincts take him.
You feel 2 things. You think that you won't be able to do this again for a long time. You think this is a preview of your full might. In this moment, you're able to muster your courage. There are 2 things that are dividing your throat as the song rises up. One that offers life, and one that offers death.
I will choose violence, focusing his attention most on the deep realm monster.
Excellent. And I believe you're familiar with this spell. Suppose if I told you that it started with the letter R, it's a name first, would you know? Yes, it is the lance.
Rotham's psychic. Okay, sir. He will kind of, his voice will begin to echo, focusing, and it will become to echo and bounce off every board, and it's like jumping all over, like his voice is being like a ventriloquist, and it'll coalesce in the deep realm monster's ears as it just hears, "Go back to whatever hole you chewed your way out of and get out of my realm."
Waters shake once more. You pull out one of the highest level features, the gift right into the creature. Do you need the information for that, or do you have it?
Current saving throw is 15.
Excellent. You roll that Dumaji Alpha Moon.
76.
I use it so much.
Yeah. Alright, intelligence, okay.
Intelligence 15.
The creature is incapacitated. It screech. The song is so loud, you know how like the meme it like breaks glass and stuff like that?
From his mouth as he fries.
The Sahuagin looks at you. Oh, Jeff. Impossible.
Nonsense.
Just trying to whittle it down as far as we can with those daggers.
Can it continue a grapple if it's incapacitated? I'm not
Fucking terrified. 9. And am I able to pull this thing away?
What's your total?
10 and 9. So
I don't know
19.
why it didn't pop up, but I was stupid in there. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you can drag him.
Just finally pulling her body away so they could. But I'm at difficult terrain while that's happening, so I won't be able to get much further. But oh shit! Did I pull it out of the daggers by chance? Because I should probably
assume
not.
you knew where it was, so he getting at least one space in.
Yeah, I
so
put
one
it
more
on the
space
edge of
down.
his. I put it at the edge of his token. Whatever's, you know.
Oh, they're down there. Okay. Yeah.
So it'd probably be right here. So I will go one down, unfortunately, but don't
Oh,
want to
is
move
it bigger when you upcast it?
No.
I
Oh,
think
no,
it's just 1d8.
It just gains a 2d4.
Okay.
So it'd be one more down, unfortunately. But I am pulling him away as best I can. But EOT now. But EOT now.
Alright, any dialogue, Tram, before you get to arrive on scene?
Tram is at the exit, and he's kneeling down, kind of leaning on his sword, both hands on the hilt. He is just, his eyes are closed, just concentrating on his breathing, and he is ready for that door to open.
Excellent. And that door does open as Kino Pool rolls up to the ship and slamming right into the side of the ship. Ah, we have arrived!
Careful, you idiots!
And then he tells you, not idiot, Kino Pool!
If you're not careful, those two will become synonymous.
Is that any way to speak to the backup? As Chester X and Tram and Valet kind of start walking out.
The ship is already taking on water. Be quick.
Oh, as he like looks over and sees this massive deep brown monster. Oh, right. Got it. And then looks over at Kaishin like fighting this one creature in front of him. Oh, nope. And he
Kaishin
is
just,
going.
you'll see him point a finger at Petra.
Where this deep brown monster is.
The dragon turtle's larger than the side of the ship, so he would have put a gaping hole. He would still be exposed now.
Perfect. Then yeah, let's use this one. He is going to call lightning down on top of this thing. Oh wait, no, each creature within 5 feet. Never mind, don't want to mess up Petra that bad. Then we are being on top of this thing.
Okay. Alright, your moonbeam slams right on top of the creature. Yeah. Still unable to move right now.
You almost see like this glowing aura around Chester X as he's trying to control this beam down on top of it. Hello?
Yeah, it didn't take the damage, so it's time.
Oh. And then EOD.
Oh, I didn't realize you were waiting for me. I was waiting for you to end your turn.
Sorry. My bad.
I was waiting on you, waiting on me, waiting on you.
Who's at first?
Okay, Declan, before you go,
Go ahead.
Kazumi walks out. And she looks at Petra, Cheese the X, Shen. It's like this slow motion moment as she steps out from around the door. What's left of the door, because mostly melted. And it's just something strange. As she looks on the battlefield, there's tears running down her eyes. and the tool around her neck is glowing. And she puts her fingers up towards you all as though to wave goodbye. But at a flick of her wrist, an enormous, explosive assault rains through the entire battlefield. And when her assault is done, the entire northern part of this ship is gone. Everyone give me a con saving throw.
All right, I will most definitely be using an inspiration for this.
Hold on, I got a thing for this. I'm gonna re-roll that save.
Oh, I am
DC 20, wow.
barely up. I'm still up.
And when the blast settles, literally the entire front portion and top of the ship is gone. There's only the back of the ship. All of you fall into the water. The dragon turtle is able to maintain its form, and the people inside that haven't exited the ship are safe. Or rather, they're not safe. They would automatically succeed if they failed. You'd be protected from the bulk of the explosion. The deep brown monster is gone, but it didn't escape. It got hurt too much. It died. And Kazumi's necklace turns off, and she falls to the ground unconscious. And the dancers in the room run and grab onto her. Multiple of you are in the water now, getting swished about. Go ahead and take a 10-minute break.
Oh.
as we return to this session, the top half of the ship has been blown away. Shen is being swept away by the waves. The dragon turtle isn't destroyed, but it's not functioning at the moment. It's just kind of there. Unipool doesn't know what's going on. Declan, as you kind of come through, you're also equally in the water. For a strength save as the tides try to pull you away like it did Shen earlier.
Oh no. Strength save. Okay.
You have a swim speed, you have advantage.
No, I don't swim. Oh boy.
You get whipped away as the rolling of the explosion sends you 60 feet to the north. For 5 cold damage. You can just see as you get blown away that you can see the dragon turtle, but you can't see anybody else because the waves are rolling and really tall from the explosion and the storm that's brewing. As you get pushed to the north, you would see Shen disappear from your vision as the water's just kind of swamping. What are you doing in return? Right now, everything around you is difficult terrain.
Yeah, being blown away. He don't know what's happened. He wasn't there to see. But I guess he would have seen Shen get knocked unconscious and begin to sink, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you would have seen that moment where he just kind of dips into the water and the waves rush over him.
So I guess kind of like as he gets blown away, he just yells out, "Shen!" And I'll probably say like at this point, like even if I did succeed on the con save, he would have lost concentration being blown back that far. And he is going to desperately try to swim back. Is he able to still freely move? I don't know, you said difficult terrain.
Yeah, it's difficult terrain, and if you want to be able to swim forward without being pushed at the end of your turn, I need an athletics check.
Sure.
That is the swimming skill of 5th edition.
Yeah.
You can swim forward under difficult terrain, but you think you're just going to be pushed back 30 feet at the end of your turn.
Yeah. So yeah, he goes his full movement speed, which even with the dashes would be 30. And then I guess unable to fight the current, he just ends up getting pushed back.
One big wave. Wondering where Shen is, where everyone else is. The dragon turtle looks like it's sinking, it's not destroyed. You can hear screams, but you don't know who they are, and some of it may be the wind.
That will be Declan's turn.
Colette, this massive construct, we don't know where it came from. We do know that it was found deep in the oceans and that Unipool and the people did not build this mecha dragon turtle thing. In fact, this traces back to the Titan Lords based on some of the conversations you've had as possible. It seems to be on lockdown. You can't exit this vessel. The doors, the opening, the hatch, everything is closed as it's in some type of like safety mode. What are you doing? You can see that there's lots of denizens here too that thought they were safe inside. There's people crying and Dagon's holding on to Lizzo. Don't leave me! Don't leave me! What's up, Villa?
So can I do some? It's medicine check, right? So can I do some? It's medicine check, right? To try and that would be her first concern, is to go help Lizzo. Since like she would try, I think whatever mechanism it is to leave the boat, and realizing that we can't, she's just gonna just turn around, and then hearing Dagon, she'll go and try and see. She's not proficient, but she is also a Mokomo, so she's hoping that her Mokomo skills will lend her some help here.
Medicine check to stabilize him. In the order, he'll get a save. Nat 20.
Mokomo skills coming in clutch.
His eyes open up. Yeah. Sexier than before, Dagon. He looks straight at you, Villa.
And at that, Villa just, her work here is done, and she just steps back away and waits for, I guess, I don't know, lockdown to be done?
You were kind of blurry. You couldn't tell it was you, but when you leave frame, Dagon's head naturally kind of goes into frame before his eyesight resets. You're still pretty ugly, but you're my ugly. And they just start kissing each other.
Yeah, Villa just leave them to it, 100%.
Shen, the waves toss your body about, swallow you. You begin sinking, rapidly pulled underneath the waters. 60, 70, 90 feet. 30 feet when you're fully giving your strongest effort to resist. Nothing. You're at the mercy of the oceans now.
I rolled you a death save. Do I take any auto fails?
You just take one. You're not getting attacked. 5 damage would just be a single death save. On top of what you rolled. It's strength saving throw. The water tosses you about in the random direction if you fail.
Okay.
You're able to maintain your footing. Everything around you would normally be difficult terrain, but you do have a swim speed. So
God. This is so bad. Can I see Kazumi and the dancers, or can I see Kaishin? Because if it goes 90 feet down, I don't know if I can see him.
in the bleak darkness of the ocean, no, you have no idea where he is. You can try to search him. Investigation is your action. But there's also, I know we can't do it on the map, but there's wood, shrapnel.
Kazumi, is she more visible?
Kazumi's the bottom, this portion of the ship is rapidly sinking. It will be completely sunken at the end of this round, as it's just literally the end of it. You see that the denizens are all holding onto an unconscious Kazumi and they're crying. As the water is like slowly coming up on their neck and through their chin and stuff.
Petra remembers the things that would be expected of her if she were to join the Obsidian Guard. And that is to always put the safety of the innocent of seeing Kaishin, but felt he would not forgive her if she let other people die in his stead. Was this blood? Was Petra truly too weak? She will look to the people in the sinking part of the ship and bare her fangs and move forward, where she will wrap around them and just try and pull them away from the ship and act as a buoyancy for now for them. Together, Petra will not let you go. And just try and protect them.
They hold on to your body as the raging waters toss you about in athletics at the end of your turn.
And still raging, so we will see.
You're going to hold all of them, even though the water tries to steal them from you.
As her tail coils around, almost forming like this raft in a sense, as she keeps them safe, keeps them protected, and puts her humanoid half over them to shield them from the crashing water and waves, her eyes casting out and just trying to seek anyone, but just doing her best to protect these people.
Graham, you're locked in a massive metal cage. Possible to break out, but you don't really know what's going on at all, just that you survived.
Well, Tram is gonna yell out first, Geno Pool, get this thing operational.
I'll try.
And then Tram is going to bust his way out of this thing. He doesn't know what's going on outside, and he is gonna find out.
Right, you look at one of the more injured portions of the ship as the vault itself is just too thick. Maybe you can make it through this reinforced glass. This is already cracked. You muster up whatever courage you've got left, Ram. This thing's not supposed to break even in this condition. But you just break through the window.
Do I see? Well, I mean, who do I see? Do I see Shen? Do I see Declan? Obviously, those are like
What is
meta
your
concerns. But
passive perception? Because there's a lot going on.
it's a whopping 11.
11. You don't. You can dedicate an action and try to find one of them.
Was it an action to get out?
With the nat 20, I'd give it to you.
Okay. Yeah, I would use an action to look.
Give me a really good investigation. You look around and thank God you found him. He most certainly is the worst of them all. It has to be, right? Declan to the north. About 60 feet.
Alright. I have a swim speed, thanks to the pearl. I'm gonna start, I use the action, so I'm gonna use my full movement at least to get me partway there.
Keys to axe. When you come through, you're on a piece of wood and it's spinning you around, tossing you. The storm is swallowing you. You're being just one wave after another wave after another wave, filling up your lungs. What are you doing?
So in the explosion, and he knew Kaishin was hurt, he would just be kind of looking around for Kaishin or any familiar faces. Where is everyone? Where are they at? As he's just getting waterlogged and spun around every single which way. Oh, it had to be salt water.
Yeah, you look around as best you can. You can give me an invest or a perception as an action, and I do need a strength save.
All right, strength save coming at you first.
Just so worried about your friends, you must have the strength to be able to move this turn under difficult terrain without being swept away forcefully.
Oh,
you think you see them, but it's a fragment of your imagination as Sahuagin bodies just kind of slump about in the waves.
you would just start crying out then, Kaishin, where are you? Where are you at? As he's just kind of screaming for him. You just see him like charging up, just like ready to, like ice knife in one hand and healing word in the other, and just kind of ready for whatever comes at him.
And athletics.
Got it.
Going to be a turn. Again, refusing to be tossed about by nature. Nature is yours to command. Continue to swim in search of your friend, but your perception is just not working right now.
Alright, I think that's action. Nothing to bonus action on. Not seeing anyone. I think he's gonna kind of use his movement to go underneath the water for 15 feet and EOT.
Okay. You can see like the storm light up the waves for a moment. And you just see the corpse of the deep realm monsters, particles swarm past you.
He's surging.
Strength save. And if you guys haven't noticed, the 5 damage is all or nothing. So if you're making your strength save, you're not getting hurt enough by the waves to take the coast.
Oh, you got it. So another strength then?
No, you're fine. Just saying that you're either taking the damage or you're not.
Gotcha.
All right, Declan, you're up in the strength save.
Okay.
Waves try to conquer you, but you've got things to do, people to say, places to be. You're good until the end of your turn. We're all needing Nephilim.
And I'm assuming he's able to see Tram swimming his way.
Yeah, you would have saw Tram bust out of the thing. You still don't have vision on Tram.
Because I think he's within 30 feet if it's the same
No,
measurement.
you're definitely not.
Okay. Then, he'll just spend his turn dash for third.
See Tram flanking a wave about 30 feet to the left of him.
And he'll just to holler out, Tram! No, that's a like kind of like a divine caster thing most of the time.
Oh, I always thought that was a wizard spell too. Okay. Yeah, you shout it out, but Tram can't hear you under the storm.
Yeah, he just keeps on trying to get his attention best he can.
Valette, there is a window that's now open.
Do to help. And Tree Man went back under the water, right?
Yeah, you saw him dive. He looked like he was mastering the wave somehow, though. But yes.
I feel like Valette, like seeing him surface, number one, would have given her a huge sense of relief. But she would have like tried to signal, like wave her arm out the window or something. Because at this point, now that Tram's gone, she's just kind of watching. She doesn't have anything she can really do, so she's just gonna stay at the window with her gun in case anybody else comes up and needs to be shot, which is her specialty.
Death save.
My turn. Okay. Do I take any autofills or?
Yes.
This point, my 2 deep under.
The 5/5 Demaje.
Okay.
The second, you don't see anything, but Chen, as you're like about 100 feet under the water, jaws produce in the distance as first fought it. Its massive mouth opens up, looming over your body. In one fell swoop, threatens, swallow you. We'll come back to you. Petra, you're up.
Drink save. No, got nothing. Back. Yep, nothing. Does that fail?
You need a 15. I won't have you lose the people that you're coiled around, but you would fall unconscious holding on to them.
Yeah.
And I would say in your unconscious state, as the waves are throwing you, Valette, you could see this snake just bawling over towards the mega dragon turtle with 4 people holding on for her like it's a raft at this point since she's unconscious. But her reptilian body nicely kind of being pulled across the top of the water for now.
But that is it.
I got vision on Declan. If he's 30 feet away, I am swim speed all the way to him. Grabbing on.
Okay. You swim over to Declan as best you can with your tram save. You try to get to him and you toss 60 feet. Now you're the one further away from him, up north for 5 cold damage.
Did I get advantage on that? You said for athletics, or is that something else? Oh, that's the
Oh, if you have a swim speed, yeah. How about extend that to the save? Okay, we can reckon that 15 is what you need.
So he's able to make it to Declan?
Yes.
I would get to Declan and grab on. Grapple, yeah. It's my action, basically. At least get to you and hold on.
He grabs hold of your pauldron tightly. Shen, he went under.
I didn't see him.
It was right in front of the turtle.
Let's get you back. I'll go looking for him.
I don't know how long he can last under there.
He'll make it.
Make it, maybe. Caesar X.
So Caesar X is still just like, oh, strength save first, right?
Yeah. Again, 15 to DC. You take no damage, and you're able to move at difficult terrain.
So he's gonna just continue swimming downward, looking every single which way. Honestly, anyone he can recognize, but prioritizing Kaishin for sure.
Okay, you can give me another check. Perception or invest. Okay. You think you see something in the shadow of the sea, far beyond your normal reach, but nature flows through you. You are nature. And you hear the howling hour of your coin just roaring away.
He knows he's been underwater for a while, whatever is going on, so Chester X is just going to cast at the object, hoping against hope that what he's about to do is gonna make a difference, and cast, where is it, healing, hold on, what's the range of that? It's 30 feet, right?
Healing word 60.
But he's
Healing word 60,
underwater.
but Cradle is 15. So he is going to cast Healing Word.
If it's verbal, you won't be able to use it.
Ooh.
I imagine it is, but you never know fucking magic.
Healing Word, verbal, somatic, yep.
You open your mouth to do the arcane enchantments, but water wails into your throat.
Kind of realizing the error of his ways, then he is just going to action dash then and see if he can get even closer to him. Trying against in the wall. So I guess he's going a total of 30 feet. And that will be his turn.
Okay. Declan, there's a pit in your heart. Caesarax, your character experienced explosive emotion. Something in the root of you, your core, as you fluctuate between female and male for a few brief moments, and the howling hour on you just screeches with such ferocity. The moon, the waves begin still. Caesarax, you know in your heart, in your soul, Shen is no more. That pain, can you tell us a little bit about it and how it reaches all of your party? It's powerfully emotional. Yuking the storm.
You almost just like see him just like spread out, arms every which way, legs out, just screaming, bubbles everywhere, not caring anymore, as it just feels like up inside his heart would just died a little bit, in pain, just knowing that this one person that kind of taught him about humanity and showed him what it meant to be part of the world, not just in the world. And this connection to this whole new life that he's had a chance to experience and really grow out of, kind of being within himself after being chased out of the Feywild and just being accepted as part of a family again, and suddenly just having him torn from him is just emptiness as just he felt that part die. You just hear this bestial primal like war trying to escape his lungs and get out into the water surrounding him and not going far at all.
Okay. The wood around you, Declan, all the pieces of wood begin colliding together. And as all the planks and pieces rumble, even from nearby wreckages and other fights and even equipment, start to kind of mash together, you could see the most shittiest tree you've ever seen. God awful. Vaguely shaped like a boat. There's a massive floating wooden tree forms in the center of the ocean. Chizarax sitting in it with Shen. Half his body taken by the shark, and the rest the saves. All of you are close enough to pull yourselves onto this makeshift tree. How Chizarax did it, we don't know. He did it. Take your turn, Deck.
And he sees the state of Kaishin's body.
You do, yes. And if you guys are okay with it, I'm okay with leaving initiative for us all to climb on to Chizarax's tree.
I'm unconscious.
Oh, fuck, you're unconscious. Forgot about that. We have to stay in initiative.
Oh man.
You know, you're still on top of the water. Volette, do you have the means of heal? Do you have a healing potion?
Let me. I'm in the middle of trying not to cry. Let me just check my sheet real quick. No, I don't.
Okay.
Wait, oh wait, fuck, I do. I have one that I gave somebody a sip of. I
Yeah,
healed my crab. So it doesn't have the bonus, but it does have at least something.
Okay. Then I'm comfortable leaving initiative as Petra would have been lifted onto the tree boat, so Valette could just step to him and obviously heal her combo. So take that really funny no modifier healing potion off your sheet. And Declan, you'll still have the creative lead at the moment since it should have been your turn before everyone could jump in. Declan, write out the scene for what your character's doing on this shitty tree that saved us all from the storm.
Being weary, struggling against the waves, that nasty, discomforting feeling in his chest, and then the harrowing realization of Kaishin's fate. He just tiredly points out to Triumph. There they are. And his voice kind of trails off.
Shrek's found him. See? He's fine.
I don't think he made it, Tram.
Yeah, it's at that time Tram's kind of pulling himself up onto the tree and looks over to Shen, and it doesn't take much to realize he didn't make it.
You just see Chester X just cradling what's left of his body and head and on his lap, and just if he could have tears you would see him, but he's just kind of like making the motions of weeping without the actual tears running.
I tried, Chester X. I really did.
Couldn't save him in time. All that fighting, all that heart he had, he kept throwing himself in the middle of the fight. Couldn't save him this time. Kaishin, why'd you do it?
I'm sorry I couldn't do it.
Tried so hard to be of the Obsidian, wanted to better himself. He had really changed a leaf. You know, they say a tiger can't change its stripes, huh? But this monkey, he did better. He did better than what he thought he was gonna be in life. He didn't start off this good. He made himself this way, you know.
I know. He was good despite where he came from.
Definitely deserves at least a hero's burial.
He does.
He'll get one.
Petra would lean down and place a hand on top of Kaishin's head. Her eyes quiet, but full of sorrow. Where she will kneel down and kiss his forehead and whisper in abyssal as she presses her forehead against his, and would begin to quietly weep, losing someone who always pushed her forward.
The rain stopped.
Kestrex would kind of reach over and to Kaishin's backpack, and you'd see him pull out this beautiful heart made of redwood. You would see kind of, you know, maple leaf patterns kind of wrapping around the side as vines, and you'd see these gorgeous kind of gold and silver mixed pattern strings across it. He, you know, this was the first thing him and I made together when we were in the woods. He, wasn't much back then, but I tell you, when he started playing this thing and, well, I put a little bit of my own soul into it. He made beautiful music, him and I. It really connected us the first time, and that's when I knew he was capable of so much more. I'm gonna hold on to this for now. Return it to the grove.
You see the dragon turtle's eyes begin to glow. Pool steps out. It's not operational. And he sees what's going on. And he's quiet for the first time. But in the distance, another Banshre's daughter.
Hopefully the one that we like.
It is. The scavenger sails. Captain Kira looking over the edge. Anyone alive up there? You're on like this bowfish, no-windowed, makeshift wooden ship that covers off the edges.
Petra leans up, her ear prickling at her voice, and at the top of her lungs shouts, "Sister!"
Alright, rope them up! See guild hands jump, leaping on the side of the ship, tossing down ropes, and there's like a recovery effort going on here. It's about a dozen guild hands roll down the side and begin helping you onto the scavenger. And she walks over and she sees Shen. Sir Calvin and even Dickie Dix is there. Sir Calvin's amulet begins to glow. This was one of the prospects, the promise. And Sir Calvin loads you guys all up onto the ship. But his amulet, it can speak to the dead. Let's get him on board. I'm sure he's got words for you. Let us hear his final wishes, his final moments. I would be lying if I told you this wasn't the life you're gonna have for him. I ask you this. War settles. A solid victory. You want us to take you back to the assembly, but you want us to just take you anywhere else. Live a normal life.
Petra looks at him quietly, her expression tired, full of grief. But she shakes her head. Too much hinges on her path going forward. Kaishin would not ever allow her to step back now out of fear. She will not dishonor him that way.
Calvin looks as you all get loaded up on the ship. Get the injured below. They bring everyone below. All these NPCs will be somewhat injured. Dagon and everyone loads down below. They manage to get the dragon turtle on top. And it's just you all now? And the other hands, such as Calvin, that are here to help you speak to your friend once more. Kazumi doesn't leave. She throws herself on the floor. I killed him. Me. This is all my fault.
What happened?
I resisted as long as I could. The call of the Titan's Bane. I knew that if I just could have touched you, could have seen you, and I thought you were gone. And that's when my will vanished.
What is... Captain Octavia isn't around to keep the Bane in check. What does she normally do?
She uses Lux to go into the necklace every now and then, fight back the horrors. The remnant is powerful enough to calm it. They're on a similar level, is what she says. But normally I can hold my own for a few hours, even a day or two. The stress of the battle and the thought of losing you. I just didn't have... I'm not a warrior, Declan. I'm not a hero. I'm just me. And I'm a danger to you and your friend.
You're not the danger. The necklace is.
She looks at the edge of the water. You'll spend all your life trying to save me, won't you? Like, gets up on the edge of the boat.
And he grabs onto her arm.
You won't be able to live and do what you have to do worrying about me. This is better for both of us.
You're the reason that I'm joining the Guard. You're not the only one that has a bane. There are others that suffer the way you do. And there are many other problems that a person like me can help solve. Just today's not a good day for anybody. Adding your death to it isn't going to help anything.
She this like smile appears on her face from ear to ear, and her teeth are really sharp. Eva, she's already mine. And the clouds are the final passing of the storm, the final darkness, one last little like lightning shower. You just see the entire shadow of Dagobah as though he was in this world before he fades back to his realm.
Petra will grab a bottle and push it into Kazumi's hand. Until she arrives, maybe this will suffice to suppress it for now. Drink and subdue yourself.
The sharp teeth are slowly retracting back to still sharp but not as big as the shark's. And she shakingly tries to drink the dead man's, but she's spilling it all over herself, trying to lift it to her mouth, but she's just so afraid. Not everyone can do what you guys do, stand up to dragons and monsters. It's insane to think that you can do it.
Petra will look her in the eye. You are the mother of Declan. Strong is your blood, from what I have seen, from what Petra has seen. This you can do, and you will do it if you love him.
Gone. That fear, that sadness. It's still there, but it's swallowed by every sip. She runs over to Shen's body and throws herself on top of him, crying. Oh, I'm so sorry. And Calvin goes, man, we don't have much time. His soul passes. Final words will leave us. He looks at Declan to collect his mother. Your time for grieving. And now his words are final.
And he'll try to gently pull his mom back up and look to Kaishin. I wish I could be here to wish him farewell. Give him my best. And tell him I'm sorry. I couldn't do better.
Okay.
And he'll lead Kasumi down below.
Two of you kind of disappear by the staircase, descending below the deck, and Sir Calvin takes out his amulet and starts to spin it. The first time it makes a ringing noise. Second time, it just kind of like makes a cawing. And then it rings again. And this tiny little diamond inside of it it's green, like a gemstone of some kind. Begins to crack. And the dust falls onto Shen's body. And air kind of returns to his chest. And Sir Calvin says, this will give him time to speak to you about the normal restrictions. Speak with the dead. He'll have a moment, but it will still be fleeting and exceedingly limited. Use your time. And he puts fingers up to show you like when it starts. He's like at 5, 4. Get everything you can as fast as you can. Embrace him. His sacrifice. The final finger goes down. Life. Shen, your eyes turn into emeralds. Kind of like the coins of some mythologies put on the eyes as they chaperone to the other life. But in this case, it's the reverse, and it brings you to life momentarily. What do they see? How do you initially react? And what do you say?
Yeah, you're muted there, Zone, by the way.
Sorry, I was busy crying.
No worries.
Tears streaming down his face as he comes to consciousness. Take everything on yourself. So beautiful. You embrace the kindness. Let your strength be that of protection. To destroy means creating soil for new life. Let that be your guide. No more half measures. Be true to yourself, no matter what.
Tram's been quiet this whole time. He hasn't, since we discovered Shen on the tree, he hasn't said a single word, and he continues that. He just kind of closes his eyes and nods to Shen.
Ruffles Tram's hair.
Gets a little smirk.
When the day is done, lighten the fuck up.
I'll try. I will.
Beautiful young butterfly. So full of mystery, but all that potential. I don't know what your future holds, but please, while it suits you, take care of them. Let your brutal honesty keep them in check. Lord knows they'll need it. And let your wings be so wide and bright that even I'll be able to see them. And look at me, I don't even have eyes anymore, I got gems. A big hug. His muscles so weak from being in the waves for so long. Kind of tell the guard if they don't treat my friends like family, I will come back from the dead to haunt them. And finally, his message to Declan that he'll ask to be passed on. You're so much smarter than me. You knew it was wise to run away. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. Be better than me. Just don't let anything get in your way. While looking at Chester out.
You just see him like shaking his head, like just like weep. You can't go. Who's gonna show me the world? Who's gonna teach me the ways, the customs? Who's gonna keep me out of getting in trouble?
What did goofball? You got everyone right here. You lifted me up. You brought me from nothing to the person I was and am. I worked so hard to protect you and to protect them. I can't do that anymore. I will support you from the other side. As he kind of hums a note that resonates with your coin. But still got a job to do. I know this is not easy, but don't want you to give up. They need you. You've seen it. The potential. The light in their souls. The songs of nature that they could sing. They could be the brightest tree, but you need to be their roots. Lift them up. Make a beautiful story to share with the world, and set our home free. When the day is done, I'll just be by the red oak, whose leaves never die. You'll know how to find me. You always did. Don't let my passing be the darkness. Let this new dawn give you a chance to find new light. Still good in the world. There's still joy. There's still sunlight. You'll find it elsewhere.
You just see Gesture X nodding, taking your words to heart. I will, Kaishin. I will. I'll see the world for both of us, and I'll keep everyone else safe, even if I couldn't for you.
And I'm just gonna press his forehead up against yours.
I'll miss you, Kaishin.
I miss you too. I'm sorry. Look at everyone. I'm sorry. And I think the last thing that'll happen, as Cairo of Radon, I did not bring any joy. As Shen, I was able to bring life and potential. That was the greatest gift I could have ever given. And he takes his instrument, and for the last moments, he sings a song that echoes with the waves as he sings stories of a new dawn, a new future, and what it means when heroes join hands. And with his last words, you will be unstoppable. I can't wait to see it.
The emeralds shatter. The oxygen in his chest deflates. Sir Calvin says, "I'm sorry." And he kneels down. His body will go to the guild and be carried on the ship that will travel, each of you there, should you stay the course. And be given a hero's burial. Recognized as a full-fledged member, City Guard. Name will be told in song and in story, years longer than any elf could ever hope to see. Until even the Titans' names are forgotten on the endless blue of the sea. Ben's name will still ring. Stands up. "Captain, take us in." Nods to Sir Calvin, silently steering the ship towards the sail wreck. And ship sees the sail wreck in the distance. And as the vessel gets closer, the session.
Woof.
I am so sorry, Drop. How you holding up, bud?
Right. Cut up here.
I'm sorry, Drop.
You have
I
nothing to
am too.
apologize for.
I could have potentially reached you, but
Oh. My second turn, I rolled the 1.
gotcha.
There's nothing. You played it off for a reason.
I liked Kaish.
Oh. Free and foolhardiness tend to be two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
Both sides share the same fate.
Played him great though, man.
Well, before we get to all the closings, it's your boy Falcon. I appreciate all the viewers coming out and watching tonight. We actually had quite a few for a few moments. Sorry about the internet connections. But this is goodbye. Everybody say goodnight to the stream.
Good night.
Night. Night.
Nice dream.
Boy Falcon, I'm crying out.
Farewell.